Guys, I just want to remind you something. The best feeling in the world is, you know, knowing what you need to do and having God back up exactly what you need to do. Why is he backing up what you need to do? Because he's the one that instructed you to do it in the first place, right? So I want to give you guys a little prophetic warning, but also some encouragement. And everything I'm about to tell you is exactly what God told me this morning. Okay, early this morning before I woke up. So there's something going on in the spirit right now where there's people who are coming in the spirit, and some of them are pretending to be prophetic people, and some of them are saying, God told me this. And what they're telling you in the spirit, what they're telling you in the dream, or what they're telling you in the spirit, contradicts what God has already told you. Okay, I tell many people this. Okay, if you don't hear the voice of God, but God has been speaking to you, God is the kind of, listen, God will definitely, he will consistently remind you of something, or he will tell you about a specific thing more than once. Okay, as in he's going to give you that reoccurring dream to let you know he's serious and what he's saying is valid, but he's also going to confirm what he has already told you through other people. When God tells you something consistently, even when you can hear his voice, imagine people that can't hear God's voice, okay, and then they hear someone coming to them and telling them something that totally contradicts what he's saying. That will lead people into a whirlwind of spiral of confusion. Literally, like you're literally like Alice in Wonderland going down the rabbit hole, because you're like, what's going on, God? I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And you're lost, you're confused and all of that. And that's what the devil wants. He wants you to be confused, because when a person is confused and they're uncertain, that comes with anxiety, that comes with depression, that comes with a lot of things, right? And that's what the devil wants to do. He plays mind games with a lot of God's children, okay? However, we have to be smart enough to know that when God tells us something, it is valid, it's for certain, because God is not a liar, okay? So the new strategy the devil is doing is he is sending people to pretend that they are for God, and they're coming in the spirit, they're coming in the dream, and they're contradicting what God has told you. They're telling you to do the complete opposite. And let me tell you why they're doing this, okay? God mentioned to me, not yesterday, but the day before, he said it's reset time. Not only is there a reset happening in the world right now with everything going on, but there's a reset happening in many people's lives where people are literally starting from the beginning, but not the very beginning. It's almost like a new chapter of your life, the beginning of a new chapter. Okay, so you're not starting from scratch, but you're starting from a new chapter. Okay, God also mentioned to me, okay, success. He said this morning, success is ahead. Okay, success is ahead, which means there's going to be many breakthroughs that are going to be happening in the next upcoming months. All right. And some people have already received their breakthrough this month, some last month, some August. But there's breakthroughs that are happening for a new set of God's children, and for those who have not received their breakthroughs as yet. And what's happening now is the closer and the closer you get, the more distractions that are coming in, the more confusion the devil's going to try to cause in your life by bringing in people to get you to question God's plans for your life, to get you to question what God has been telling you for the whole year, for the whole 4 months, for the whole 6 months. And you see, with people like myself and many others who understand how to navigate through our gifts, and we understand the interferences because we can see it in the spirit, like now we're very like wise when it comes to things like this. So when we hear like little things, we kind of chuckle, because I chuckled this morning and God was like, yes, laugh it off, because it's very silly, So we chuckle, or we kind of just roll our eyes like, not again. But then there's some people who don't understand the type of interferences that actually goes down in the spirit. And they don't understand that there's agents that can come in pretending to be children of God, or pretending to be someone that you know, or masquerading, or using someone's face and all that. And they can actually trick you and confuse you. And then you're waking up feeling sick. You're waking up feeling confused. You're waking up feeling uncertain. And that's what the enemy wants. So I'm here to let you know, do not fall for it. Okay, success is around the corner for many of God's children. He has confirmed this. And I want to just say the best feeling in the world is God telling you something and him backing it up. When God keeps telling you something and it's reoccurring and it's almost like confirmation after confirmation after confirmation, and there's someone that's confirming what he's saying, okay, you know he's talking. But when it's something that's contradicting what he said and making him out to be a liar, you know that's the devil. That is not of God. Okay, because God is very strategic. What he will also do is he will make sure that he brings in another confirmation to confirm to you what he has already told you before these enemies come in with their plots and schemes, because that's what they usually do. God will usually come in and confirm to you a day or two before that person tries to come in and throw you off your path. You get what I'm saying? So success is right around the corner. And God said there is a breakthrough happening for many. Don't let these people fool you and don't let them trick you. Okay. And some of these people, they're going to be people that are, how do I say it without, sounding very like insensitive? Some of these people, they're more, not all of them, but some of them, they know they're working for the enemy. And there's some that think they're working for God, but it's not a relationship, and it's out of that religious spirit. And because, God's relationship with you, and he may tell you to do certain things, but they may not see what you're doing as godly, as in like, they may judge you based on your appearance, or they may judge you and say, oh, you're not allowed to be in fashion. That's a good example. You're not allowed to be in fashion because, God doesn't want you wearing high heels. So they may say something like that, even though you may like high heels, and God may have told you, hey, go back to school for fashion or start designing your own shoes or whatever. They may tell you the complete opposite based on the religious curse that they have placed themselves under. I know it sounds bad, but it talks about it in Galatians, how some people, they put themselves under a curse by trying to be perfect, right? So God's will for your life is God's will for your life, and no one can take that away from you. No one can try to steal that either. When God says something's going to happen, best believe it's going to happen. He just needs you to believe and be consistent, okay? Be consistent, because faith is really important when it comes to his plans for you. And he did say this morning, believe it. Believe it, okay? He also said run, right? Which means fast speed. Okay, so he did whisper run this morning, which means a lot of you guys are going to be taken off. But you see, when you're about to take off, that's when the devil tries to come in and slow you down, So I want you guys to understand what's happening right now. Keep the faith in the Lord and keep the faith in all the plans that he has for you, and be confident in his plans for you. Because let me tell you something, the most beautiful thing is God telling you something, showing you something, and backing it up. And you know what? It doesn't matter how long it takes for that marriage to come in. If he promised it for you, believe it. Believe it and just know it's going to happen, and just know that when that marriage comes in, you are going to receive that amazing man of God or that amazing woman of God, because the time that you were patient with God, God was able to work on the other person. Therefore, when they come in, they can come in that good man or that good woman of God, okay? It doesn't matter how long it takes for, that business to launch. If God says keep working on that business and it's taken a while for you to see progress, but he has promised it for you, best believe the time that you are waiting for that business to prosper, that time is going to be worthwhile, because when it does take off and it does prosper, you're going to have a whole new level of respect for the time that you had to wait and for the time that you had to put into that business. You're going to have a whole new level of respect when it comes to your plans and when it comes to your career and when it comes to God's plans for you, okay? And that goes in any area. Okay? So I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.